What's up YouTube, Shawn DaGamer here, and today, as you can tell by the title of the video, we are going over Wrestlemania 34, give some quick thoughts, quick reactions, and all that good stuff about what happened on last night's show. So many weird, interesting, upsetting, heartwarming things happened, and it's when you look at my Twitter and look at Twitter in general when it comes to WrestleMania, a lot of people are just upset and mad about certain things. Like, we'll get into it as the show, or as I get into the show, so let's jump right into it. We start off the show with Matt Hardy winning the men's battle royal to get the Andre the Giant trophy with the help of a returning quote-unquote woken Bray Wyatt. The ending of this match was very interesting. There was a fun spot in this match where Matt Hardy and Tye Dillinger bumped into each other, so they started doing dueling chats with the audience. Tye doing his 10 chant, Hardy doing his delete, and Tye Dillinger then proceeded to get deleted. Then around the end of the match, the last three people left were Matt Hardy, Baron Corbin, and Mojo Rawley. As Baron and Mojo were about to eliminate Matt Hardy, the arena went dark. Bray Wyatt's little quick entrance thing he played, and he assisted Matt Hardy to get this win. And they said this year, they say this every year, they said the winner of this battle, or the battle royals in general, the men's and the women's, we're gonna get a major push. So is Matt Hardy's push beginning as a tag team with Bray Wyatt? Are they going to end up facing Braun Strowman and Nicholas? Oops, spoilers. But some people are like, who's Nicholas? We'll get to that later. Are the Woken Ones about to go on to a tag team and tear through the tag team division for a while? Or what's happening with that? I have no idea, but Matt Hardy did win this. I did kind of want Matt Hardy to win, or I just figured he would win. I did really want Tye Dillinger to win to get the push, quote unquote, that the winner of this match is said to receive, but whatever. Woken Matt Hardy, if he gets a good push for the rest of the year, that would make me happy. And then we go on to one of my favorite matches of the night. It was Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali for the vacant NXT Cruiserweight NXT. See, like, that's how good this match was. It felt like something NXT would try to put on a main roster card, but you can tell from the match that they were told not to do a lot of stuff, but they did what they could and the time allowed it to them. This match went 12 minutes. Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali was great. For what it was really, really good. You just had these two doing some of their better spots and just really killing each other. Like, they had this whole best friend, like, it was kind of like a Tommaso Ciampa Gargano like vibe in the match, just like two friends going at it in the Cruiserweight Classic. But in the end, Cedric Alexander did win this match with a lumbar check. This is a really good match. They called it the heart and soul of the Cruiserweight division, 205 Live going at it, and that's what it really felt like. Mustafa Ali, he really got over in this match. Cedric Alexander always got over. Both of their selling and facial expressions and the way they took each other's moves, hard-hitting match. Just the kicks, the insecurities, the back elbows, the forward elbows, the forearm smashes, the lumbar checks, the Spanish flies, the what I think call it, the high 5-0 or whatever, Mustafa's reverse. I think it's a reverse 450. Beautiful. It is so beautiful. And these two just really like tried to kill each other. You can tell they didn't want to, with the emotions and their language in the matches. Like, you had Cedric Alexander like some point, just stay down. Mustafa Ali like, you know, show me your heart. Mustafa like, give me your soul. And they're just going at it back and forth to the point where Mustafa was pretty much out of it. Cedric Alexander did not want to give him that final lumbar check, but he did. As soon as he got the 1, 2, 3, he came, gave him a good hug while he was still knocked out. He gave him, like, as soon as it was 1, 2, 3, ding, ding, ding. And then he just went and hugged them, start crying. Drake Maverick was out there. He presented Alexander with the title. Just a feel-good moment. And then we go on to the third match. The women's 20 women battle royal. It had a lot of women from NXT on here. I love the way the match started. It was who was it? Who started off the match? Carmilla. Started off the match. I miss Money in the Bank. I'm gonna win this, and they just jumped her ass. Like, it was hilarious. You had the other 19 women. First, let me go through the match. You had the other 19 women just jumping her, threw her out. It was the other 19 women threw her out. But it was mainly at the end, it was Sonya Deville who threw her out. She's all in the middle of the ring hype. Like, yeah, I did that. Who gonna stop me? And then Natalya threw Dana Brooke in the middle of the ring. She's like, that's not nice. That's not nice. Started pushing Natalya. They had a little shoving match until they jumped Dana Brooke and got her out the match. And I believe it was a team effort between Absolution, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville that got her out. And then for some reason, Kairi Sane, you had six or seven women from NXT. Dakota Kai, the chick that was trained by the Great Khali, I cannot remember her name. Davida something. Bianca Belair, Peyton Royce, like I said, Kairi. I feel like I'm missing one more person. So I said Dakota Kai. Basically, it was a whole bunch of women from NXT in there. They tried to jump. Like, they literally tried to jump Kairi. The other women from NXT stopped them, fought everybody off from the main roster, and just started, cleaning house. And then once they cleaned house a little bit, they started an NXT chant, and everything started to break down from there. Once they got done with the NXT chant, what's her name? I can't remember her name, but the Indian woman, excuse me if that sounds inappropriate, but the taller woman in the match, she had on her orange jumpsuit like she had on in the Mae Young Classic. And Becky Lynch was like, hey, you can't wear orange. Orange is my color. And they just went at it. And then it turned into NXT versus the main roster for a little while. But the one thing that kind of really stood out in this match while it was going on, while there was still a whole bunch of women in this match, was Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. That's a match I did not know I wanted until I saw it. And I want that match so bad at this point. Also, speaking of Bianca Belair, she hit a 450 splash on a who they do it on. I can't remember who she did it on, but she hit a 450 splash on somebody as Dakota Kai and it was Dakota Kai and I believe Kairi Sane had whoever was laid out stretched out so she can hit it clean. She did that, and then she gave Becky Lynch the nastiest hair whip. But all in all, the match started coming down to an end. When Becky Lynch got eliminated, the crowd was pissed. And then Kairi got eliminated, the crowd was pissed. And then I said Becky, it was like 3 eliminations where people were just like upset that they got eliminated. I know it was Becky and Bianca. Once Peyton got eliminated, she was also in the match. I think she was the last one I did not name, but you get what I'm trying to say. Once those 3 were eliminated, the crowd was just like, oh my God. And the last couple of women in the match were the Riot Squad and Becky Lynch, Bayley, and Sasha Banks. So they got rid of Riot Squad. Sasha went for a fake handshake. Bayley pumped her out, took the hand, tossed her over the top rope. She thought she won, but Naomi You know how these women's battle royals are. Once people start going down, they crawl to the outside. So Bayley thought she won. Naomi was still in there. Bayley tried to eliminate her, got popped with a rear view, and Naomi wins the first women's rumble at Mania. So we move on to the pre-show now. Seth Rollins, Finn Balor, The Miz. Really good match to start the show. Went about 15 minutes. The Miz told The Miz Taraj to go to the back, so he didn't have any interferences and all that stuff. But the match ended with a double curb stomp to both Finn and The Miz for the win. Then we go on to the thing that like really like started to piss me off on this pay-per-view was Charlotte versus Asuka. They went about 14 minutes, and plain and simple, Asuka lost. It looked like I need to check. Charlotte looked to have hurt one of her arms, so she couldn't fully lock in the figure 8. So when Asuka tapped to a not even like fully locked in the figure 8, I was heated. But looking back on it, I'm still mad that they didn't try to keep the streak going a little bit longer. But I see what a lot of people have been saying. Now that she's been defeated, you can do a lot more with Asuka. I'm not saying she needs to lose every other week. Asuka still needs to be treated special because she still is special. She had over, I think they said over like 500 matches undefeated for the past 2.5 years. So you still have to treat Asuka like she is special. There should be a rematch in the future with these two, and then maybe we can see Asuka pick up that SmackDown Women's title. So fun fact, Asuka has not won a championship on the main roster as of this point. Then we move on to the Fatal 4-Way match for the United States Championship. Jinder, Bobby, Orton, and Rusev. Now here's another fun fact. In the men's battle royal, Aiden English was a participant. He had hair. Then he came back out to do his intro for Rusev bald. That was quick. That was a quick little haircut. Plain and simple, to the chagrin of everybody, in a less than 10-minute match, Jinder Mahal beat Rusev to get the United States title. I shouldn't have to say more about that. All your faces who did not watch the pay-per-view are just like, oh, yeah, it happened. Jinder Mahal is your new United States champion. And then we go on to a surprisingly great match. The mixed tag team match, Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey versus Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Ronda impressed. Ronda did what Ronda was supposed to do and not mess up in her first match while over-delivering on a lot of people's expectations. So, Kurt and Ronda did win. They had, Ronda made Stephanie tap with the armbar, while Kurt had Triple H in a figure 4 leg lock. A lot of good spots here. There was a spot where Ronda even had Triple H in the leg lock. Ronda was about to pin Stephanie, and Triple H just pulled her out the hard way. Or he pulled the ref out, then he pulled her out. It was just, you got to go watch this match. It was really good. I really wasn't going to detail because I don't know how much time I have. I just want to get some quick thoughts up. But it was a really good match. Might have been one of the best matches on the show. I'm still debating between this match, the IC match, and the Cruiserweight title match. But those would be my top 3 matches. Oh, all throughout the night, you had John Cena. Oh, okay, let me talk about 2 things. Talk about John Cena first. All throughout the night, you had John Cena in the audience doing his fan thing. I think after the Charlotte match, the Charlotte Austin match, a ref came to the ringside area where John Cena was, gave him some information in his ear, and John Cena just sprinted up the ramp. He just sprinted up the ramp, and people have been memeing this all night, all day, and these memes are funny. Like things like how you act when your pizza's done, when your girlfriend tell you her parents aren't home. You just have to go see the meme, see that little segment, and then see the memes. It is hilarious. But we'll get back to John Cena in a little while. But then during the women's battle royal, you had Paige on commentary, and Paige sounded like me drunk. Basically, like if you ever heard me drunk or heard one on reviews and I said I'm a little tipsy, a little high, a little intoxicated or whatever, that's what Paige sounded like during that match. She was being contradictory to herself. She wasn't on her game for commentary. Beth Phoenix was trying to help her out, correct her a little bit, but it wasn't working. So I just wanted to point that out as well. So then we go on, after the mixed tag team match, we go on to the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos versus the New Day. The New Day had midgets in pancake suits throwing out pancakes. They did the worm. One of them did like a little cartwheel. It was hilarious. It was like inappropriately, not even funny. But the Bludgeon Brothers won this match really quickly. This match went 5 minutes between Kurt Angle and Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and The Undertaker. So after this match, the tag team title match for SmackDown, we go on to John Cena come into the ring. He said something about The Undertaker being there, blah blah blah. I think another referee came out and told him he wasn't there. Then the lights went off. Everybody thought it was going to be The Undertaker, but no, it was Elias. He did his little stick. John Cena went, beat up Elias. Then he was leaving the ring. The lights went off again. Lightning hit the ring. Undertaker's jacket, gloves, and hats were in the ring. Then lightning hit it again, I believe. And then it was gone. Then we heard the dong. And then Undertaker came out and literally squashed John Cena. John Cena tried to go for his patented 5 moves of doom repertoire, but as soon as he was about to hit the "You Can't See Me," he bounced off the ropes. Undertaker sat up, and John Cena flipped out, and that's when we see Undertaker show that he can still move around a little bit. He did the big boo, he did the snake eyes, he did the tightrope walk, he did all that good stuff, and beat John Cena in 3 minutes. Yes, that's right, John Cena got squashed at WrestleMania by The Undertaker, in layman's terms. So those 2 matches, that was like all together about 10 minutes. And then we go on, like the SmackDown tag team match and this Cena match took less than 10 minutes altogether. Then we go into Bryan and Shane versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Daniel Bryan had a nice little video package, things like that. When he came to the ring, they did this little thing where like it was like a heat-seeking missile or something like that, or something of that nature, where it would just show like locking on to Daniel Bryan. They traveled across the country of people doing the yes chants at different sporting events and all that good stuff. Shane came out first and Daniel Bryan came out. As they're coming to the ring, they get sneak attacked by Owens and Zayn. They take out Daniel Bryan for a large portion of this match. I say Daniel was out for at least 7 or 8 minutes until he finally was able to make the hot tag when they were about to pin Shane McMahon. Daniel Bryan did his little repertoire that we all know and love, and I think he made Owens tap out. He made one of them tap out, but Daniel Bryan did get his win at WrestleMania. So now we go on to the women's tag team match in the future. Give it a few months. Then we go on to the women's Raw Champion match. Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. This match only went 10 minutes. It felt so much longer. This was a little decent match for these two. It should have been this high up on the card. It should not have been this high up on the card, but it did what it had to do. Alexa Bliss did hit a nice twisted bliss to the outside, and then it just turned into Nia kind of dominating at the end and winning the title. So good job to Nia. Just, Bliss has had that title for so long. It's just time for somebody else to have it. Then we go on to the WWE Championship match. AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Nakamura got a very, very lovely entrance. He had a rock band, like a whole band, with a lead electric guitarist playing his chords instead of a violin this time. Just very beautiful. And if you even saw the Como Se Dice video package they did on him a day or two before this on 24, you would really think Shinsuke was going to win. But this match went about 20 minutes and AJ beat Nakamura. Very shocking. At the end of the match, Shinsuke presented AJ with the title. Like he got down on one knee, handing him the title. Like, it's like, will you marry me? And then AJ took the title. They embraced. And then Shinsuke hit him with the low blow, turning heel, beat him up a little bit, gave him a Kinshasa, and Shinsuke is officially heel. I wish this match was somewhere on par with their Wrestle Kingdom 10 match over in New Japan, but this match really felt like a first match in a series of matches we're going to get between them. So hopefully, if this goes for a while, maybe this can culminate at SummerSlam, where Shinsuke redeems himself for his loss last year at SummerSlam and pick up the WWE Championship then. It's very interesting to see Shinsuke as a heel. I only know him as a babyface. I've seen bits and pieces of his career in New Japan, so I'm very interested to see Shinsuke as a heel. Then we move on to the Raw Tag Team Championships. Braun Strowman and his mystery partner versus the tag team champions of the Bar, Sheamus and Cesaro. The Bar came out first. They had this little like float parade thing with some Mardi Gras like characters. Braun Strowman came out looking for his Braun Strowman came out. Nobody else came out after him. Braun gets the mic. He was like, I've been waiting for this night to pick my tag team partner. It's going to be one of you people in the audience. Then he goes into the audience. He passes so many people. He passed like 15 people from NXT, including No Way Jose, who was visible because of his fro. He could have went all the way up to the Raptors and got Okada or Tanahashi, who was there. He could have went and got somebody, but he went all the way and got this little boy, who I thought was a girl at first, named Nicholas. 10-year-old Nicholas. So this was a quick match. Braun Strowman pretty much beat up Sheamus and Cesaro. Sheamus and Cesaro did get a little bit of offense in to the point where he did need a tag. And Nicholas is just on the corner like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? I watch this all the time. What do I do? I make the tag! So he makes the tag to Braun Strowman. He gets in the ring. Cesaro's face and reactions this whole time was hilarious. He's like, this can't be happening. What is going on? It's a little kid. This can't happen. Where's his real partner? Cesaro was visibly upset. I don't know if it was kayfabe or whatever, but Nicholas did make the tag to Braun Strowman just to give Braun Strowman a little time to take a little 3, 4, 5 second breather. So everybody's like, oh my God, Nicholas is in the ring with Cesaro. And Corey Graves is hilarious. And the whole time is, this little boy's living his dream. Could you imagine? Everybody's talking about their weekend, and then you go to school the next morning as a tag team champion, defeating the Bar, which is what happened. Braun Strowman tagged Nicholas back in really, really quickly and gave a side power slam to Cesaro to pick up the win and win the tag team championship with Nicholas. This Nicholas character is, what is his name? He's a son of a backstage referee, a backstage official / referee. So it was like a nice little moment. It was just something heartfelt, heartwarming. And as I say, it made me mad, but it was also like just a little nice moment. Could you imagine being a little 10-year-old kid and you're able to not just quote unquote be in a Wrestlemania match, but also win a Wrestlemania match and win a title? So yeah, this would make me more upset if the Raw Tag Team division was better, but in its current state, it's not that good. So whatever. My thing is, I don't think we're going to see Nicholas on a week-to-week basis. I think Strowman is going to get a new tag team partner in every city he goes to. So those are my thoughts on that one. And then we're going to end up with Brock Lesnar versus Paul Heyman. The match Brock Lesnar versus Paul Heyman. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. The match everybody under the sun just knew Roman was going to win. But he didn't. He got busted open. He took like 15 Germans. He took like 6 or 7 F5s and lost. Roman got like 2 or 3 spears off, 2 or 3 Superman punches, but it was not enough to keep Brock down. Brock is still with the company. I just saw something about he did just resign. I don't know if that's rumor or not, so don't quote me on that. But as of now, Brock Lesnar is still your Universal Champion. So, all in all, WrestleMania could have been so much better. So much better. There were a lot of good things, a lot of bad things, a lot of head-scratching things, a lot of irritating things. But all in all, was it entertaining? Yes. Because at a certain point, especially when Asuka lost, all cards were off the table. Anything went. Anything could happen. Anything goes. So it was more fun to see, like, is Daniel Bryan going to lose? Is Stephanie going to make Ronda tap? Is Jinder going to win? Which he did. But you see what I'm saying? All these things made this, it was fun to watch because it kept you guessing. But some of your guesses got answered in a very weird way, or a way you probably didn't want to happen. But those are my thoughts. Leave yours in the comment section down below. Raw after Mania is tonight, of course, so I'll probably go a little bit more in depth once we can flesh out some of these storylines and see where they're going into the future, especially like with the Brock Lesnar situation. What's going to happen with Nia? Will Miz cash in his rematch tonight for the IC title? What's going to happen between Triple H, Stephanie, Kurt, and Ronda? So John Cena. Who's going to be Nia Jax's next opponent after Alexa Bliss? There's a lot of things that we need to be answered. Are we going to see the new Cruiserweight Champion tonight on Raw? Are we going to see Matt Hardy tonight? And what is he going to do with Bray Wyatt? So a lot of questions coming out of WrestleMania, and I really want to see where it goes. So, like I said before, leave your thoughts and opinions down below. Do you agree with me, disagree with me? What was something that you thought like was 100 besides Roman winning? What was something that you thought was really going to happen, and then they said nope and yanked it out from under the rug? Who did you think was going to win the women's battle royal? All this stuff, leave it in the comment section down below. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch also linked down there. So if you want to give me your opinions on one of those sites, go right ahead. Share the video out with your friends. Subscribe if you're new here. Hit the notification bell to be notified whenever a new video goes live on the channel. With all that being said, I am Shawn DaGamer, and I am out of here.